Obsessed with sounds on the track.
This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Beavers will boot it away to start the game. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Baylor's offense will have the ball first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch fight for everything he gets.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And the Bears come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Robertson. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Beavers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Clemens. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Beavers are on the move. DBs will try to keep everything in front. They'll give it to the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Leave the 18-yard line. Brings up second down.
The Beavers can really attack on this second and short. He'll keep it himself. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. On the run, it's Washington. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Still running at the 40. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
After giving up a few extra yards after a hitch throw, I wonder if this defense is going to want to give this guy this much access moving forward. They might be thinking about more press coverage or playing some zone coverage where the corner's right up on it.
They'll send the tight end in motion. He leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Working the middle, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Off the boot, looking for his man. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback on the keeper. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
So now it's second and long. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Going to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And they can't make the play on third down.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite them.
They punt it away on fourth down. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield.
Returner brings it out to the 38. And your Baylor Bears will take over.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit...
He's loose. At 20. Hits him with a stiff arm. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
Oregon State, 3.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. It's a draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. Pocket breaking down. Fights off a defender. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Prentice. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Hauls it in. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And it slips just inside that right upright. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They want to get the ball right back here in the 1st half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
Well, it's one thing to be aggressive. It's another thing to be greedy, and that's what they're doing now. They've got the lead, and they're like, no, we're still going to go onside kick this thing and try to maintain possession and just not give you the ball back. And that's exactly what they did. They go out, they execute, they have it, and they're trying to add insult to injury.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we had ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the 1st half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Bears will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand. Listen.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And the Beavers line up to punt it away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks the tackle.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Dropping back, it's Robertson. Fakes to grab. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Prentice. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
We know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
The give on the option. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
The Bears are rolling down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. Using his legs, it's Washington. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Bears are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Zings it complete to the right. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! Fitted in the window for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here, he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Gonna run it. It's Hankerson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Here comes the heat. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll go to the ground. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. The Beavers will hustle to the line. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Fires to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Caught close to the marker, it's Walker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. To the air on first down. Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now on second down. Leaves it with the back. Sweet cut there. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Beavers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
At the 9-yard line. Brings up second down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers!
Touchdown, Oregon State.
Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Extra point.
And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Bears are at the line, looking to convert on 3rd and short. Direct snap. Find some fresh air. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Working the big fella downfield and outside. There he goes. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Leaves it with the back. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. And they can't make the connection.
The receiver is incomplete. It's now 3rd down.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hooking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Set to advance on the field.
He'll bring it out. It's Card. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line.
1st and 10.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Under fire, trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
At the 34.
Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Walker. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete to the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play.
They're facing a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Walker. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock.
No gain on the play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play. Brings up second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to throw. It's Murphy. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And he puts through the extra point. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 25 kicks remaining. There's enough time if they can recover this onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Quick release by the QB. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Why are they throwing here? That's caught. It's Washington. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Give to the running back. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.